everybody, and welcome to the end of day 9. We're actually just wrapping up day number 9 now. I'm coming to you, that's from the second floor, so that's the artist loft where we just had all that fun up there. And not too much has changed up here. We're still waiting on the insulation. We're waiting to get all that done because really what we focused on was we focused on the stairs. And right now I'm standing on the stair platform, and this platform is the same level, so it's just an easy step. I'm gonna mind the gap for the moment, but that's all gonna get cut in there. And so this is all the same level, and that's what we wanted, that to be the same level as the farmhouse and then coming out there. So we had a lot of work here yesterday, and well, we had talked about the wonky walls, and these walls are definitely wonky. So it's a type of balloon framing they used. It's an older style of framing here where the basic supports go all the way up and there's no break between the floors, and then they just cut in the cross joist that is from one floor to the other, but the walls go all the way up. And so when we're going to have this in here and we're going to have this cut out, and so we're going to have the stairs going up, well, that wall needed to be straight. It needed to be straight going front to back and then also all the way up, because it's just going to be one solid surface. And so we had a lot to figure on how to really cut this in here, and I mean cut, in order to get all of this fit in and looking like, once we get the drywall on it, it's going to be one solid piece. And so John has left. We got a bit of a weather going on outside right now. It's snowing again. It's winter in New England, so that's what happens. So John left us, and we were able to get some of the stairs done, which I'm going to show you right now. We've got this lower set of stairs done here, the first couple of treads, and then we've got our winder here. So this is as far as the stairs are coming out. There's going to be a wall there. It's going to come out and be on level to this, and then a couple of remaining steps. So I think we got 4 more steps to go until we get down to the floor. Now, this is a little bit different than how we're used to working and building staircases. Normally we build them from the ground up, but in this case, we're building it from the up down, and the whole reason we did that is the floor that we're on here, it's sloping, and it's sloping in a lot of different ways. And so with this platform, we create our level surface that's going into the farmhouse, and now we're working down from the level surface till we get down to this, well, wonky floor, at which case that very last tread is going to have to be scrolled and then cut in to match what's here and existing. So that's the reason we're working down. We've got all of our framing in here, and so now we're going to get our wall built. It's right on the door. This door will eventually get replaced because it isn't a winterized door, and then when we do replace it, it's going to open the other way. So it's going to open into it so that as you come in, you go into the room, and then this will go to a wall. As I said, it's going to be level with that wall right there. Now, we talked about having a pretty clear span underneath this because we didn't want to waste any space. So we did a cross brace and framing to support that platform, and then we just opened it all up here. So now we have all of this space, and so that framing is continuing down, and then eventually this little door that goes down into the bottom of the barn, which is a hole underneath the barn here, that'll get covered over and floored over because we don't need that. We've got access from the outside, and in the process of doing that, well, now we've got this whole extra space that doesn't have to be a supporting wall. It just has to be supporting where we are, and then getting that big header beam so that when we eventually cut into this, we're going to be good to go. So, wow, that was a lot. John had to leave early today just because it is snowing and he's got a bit of a trip ahead of him, but that's what we managed to get done in the 3 days that he was up here. Was we managed to get all those walls in. We managed to get this front wall in and up, and then this section, and the biggest part of this was getting that platform level and ready to go into the farmhouse, and then everything else is just the steps. So the steps coming down will come down, we'll build them out, and then we'll frame and we'll support that, probably with the columns that are going to come up for the stair railing, and that'll go up and it'll balloon over, and then we'll cut that in. And then once we're all finished, well, you can see how that's just going to get cut straight back, and then we'll have some more supports, and then that'll get cut so that we have our right hook that brings us up into the artist loft. Wow, what a lot to go on in a couple of days. So that's 9. We're going to continue this another couple of days now, and then check back, and I'm trying to get them out as quick as I can, but if we miss a day, I'll just catch you up with some pictures so you can see what it did look like when we were actually trying to get all this framed up and in place. And then in particular, just cutting these, well, these kite stairs and then these angle stairs and then joining them all together, because they're just normal treads that you would get from any big box store, but in order to join them all together, as you can see here, we had to do some glamming, we had to do some math, and then well, we had to make it all work out so that the rise and the run is to code, and that's the way that you want every staircase. So thanks for checking it out. Please check on the YouTube channel. There's a bunch of tutorials there. Check on blocksandspots.com if you're looking for any of the blogs on how we do this or just to get some creative ideas. And yeah, leave a like, subscribe. It goes a long way. Well, we'll see you next time.